I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is March 13th, Thursday, 2025. Hope you had a good day today. So, bear with me again. I'm still sick. I'm going back to the videos 2 days ago on the 11th. I made this. We push up here. We come to this breakout level, tap that, and then make our way down. So this option is panning out, obviously. And we just now took out that low right there. We didn't take out this low yet. And we're kind of bouncing around. So this projection is still working out. And as you can see here, that wedge kind of look like a wedge coming up here, and they do this just 3 drives. 1, 2, 3. I mentioned all this in yesterday's video, and I also said that the daily might do a swing high, right? And then which would mean that today's candle, Thursday the 13th, obviously you would see that it would be like a lower high compared to the higher high. So basically we opened up and we tagged that bottom of the bearish imbalance as well. See that? And you had the writings on the wall. If you see here, I was mentioning yesterday, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. They did this after the video that I made, obviously. But I mean, you know, we did have higher low, and they were building that, right? But the objective, I'm assuming, is still trying to get these wickless candles right here on the weekly. I mean, I never zoomed in to see if they really do have no wicks. I don't think they do, though. Am I wrong? Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. There's 0 wicks. And I've been talking about this for a while. So you'll start to see people talking about it on the internet, I'm sure, soon. But anyway, that swing high, it happened. Beautiful. And what does it look like? Well, for today, again, we bump underneath. And that's the high of the day. And then Asia here, now I can explain the rest of the day, but look what Asia and London, they came right back to yesterday's gap again. See that, right? And that's something I maybe forgot to mention, but not a big deal. No body closure of there. So again, we do have this price action here. They're just dangling this. I'm assuming they're just going to wait for this to be accomplished before they come back up. But you can see here that coming this low again is a very big sign that we're bearish. I mean, we're bearish, but I mean that the flow is going to continue lower. So they came back up. It's a 1 hour chart. They came back up to squeeze everyone selling here, right? And then we just lower low, lower high the rest of the day. Beautiful fucking day, actually. I was late to the chart today, actually, but still capitalized on this move here. Push up. But, and yesterday I was telling you about the projection here on the 1 minute candle for the CPI, and that, and I didn't even change it. I just left it the way it was. But we would come to the 2 to 2.5 right here if we were to continue lower. Remember, we came to 1 and 1.5, and then I would say we come to the 2 to 2.5, and we actually did that. So pretty nicely. And again, this isn't perfect. This is just general. This is just basic. But yeah, so that happened. And then what was I going to say? So we have this price action here. When I wake up, I see this in London, right? So that's already giving you a tell that we've already came low. For this to buy back up from here, this is just internal liquidity. I would never count this as reliable. But these lower highs here, as it being in an external price action, that's more favorable than it would be this here, right? So I know I'm zooming out like that. But anyways, watch this. So pretty sick day. So we have the opening day gap, which is this line here. And we have the midnight level, which is right there. Okay? There's only, I don't have nothing on this chart. You didn't need it. The opening range gap happened to be the same exact level as the opening day gap. So what they did, they were bouncing up and down. All right, we had the 830 right here. Dangled that wick. Again, if I quad this, you can see that we're, pretty much dancing around the 50%. Right here, right here. Failed highs. 930 opens. Shoots down. You've already got damn near order flow right there. Comes right back to take out the 930 high. And then it falls again. You have another lower low. comes back for a lower high, comes down for a lower low. I mean, bro, it was telling you what to do here, right? Lower low, lower high, right? And then we get our first imbalance of the session. Excuse me, right there, and including the gap. And then we shot down again. And look at these higher lows right here. Beautiful, coupled with all that right there. I mean, they're really trying to entice you there. But if it's coming already lower, because it is bouncing up and down between these levels, right? So, but at the same speaking, we should already be up if we're going up. And then what was I going to say? The order flow is showing you bearish. We get this bearish imbalance, we tag in it. We barely tag. I mean, we don't even tag in it, but we tag in the gap in between 943 and 944. Tags in, boom, sinks down. Where's it going? Comes to wipe out liquidity to the left, and you could have only if you could have only understood buying it right here. I got filled right here. You could only understand getting in here if you understood the 4-hour chart. I caught this by a 4-hour chart. Someone's going to be like, how the hell did you catch that? I'll be honest with you, the only way I did catch it was because it was in this 4-hour here. See this wick right here? See this wick? All right, let me zoom in or zoom out. See this wick right here? The price was coming down and it tagged right in there first. And I understand that, I mean, if it's bullish or bearish, there's a very, very sensitive level. I'm going to draw it. It's literally a tick difference, just so you know. But I'm going to draw it even better for you. Boom. Motherfucker, I can't make that up. Look at that right there. See that? So that's touching that open. So when this candle dipped in and took off, this is being seen on a higher time frame by other traders, right? So the algorithm is coming to reference that wick because the wick is completely empty. Just like how this wick, we digged into it about 50% right there. Well, this is the same idea, but it's the first level, which would be the open. Then you have 25%, 50%, 75%, the low. Look at this. I can't make that up. This is how I caught this. So because when it was stretching, I'm looking at the 4-hour and I got it stretched here and it tapped it. Yes, I'm on oversold. Yes, I had just I can't even open this up. It sucks. Maybe you can see this. So damn. So I wish I could make this bigger. See this? See you see this here? You see this level right here? This in between 1:45 and 2 o'clock on Tuesday. See this level here? So the understanding is it's taking out the breakout traders in this area here. Plus, we literally hit that 4-hour level to the tick. I mean, look at the open here. Look at the level. Look at the close on this candle. The close up there says 19,325. What's the low of this? I'm back on the 1 minute over here. What's the low on this 1 minute candle? Look up there. Low is 19,324 and a half. We're talking about 2 ticks. It went lower. It doesn't even look like it went lower. Did I just say that right? Yeah, 325 close, right? 325 close. Low is 324 and a half. So this is technically 2 ticks. It doesn't even look like 2 ticks. Looks like this fucking same level. See that shit? See that? You can barely see that. Fire. I'm only saying that because of the fact that that's so you can understand how this was a buy right here. And I'm not telling you to be perfect or anything. I'm just saying this to understanding. So dump, pump, right? Move 1, move 2. Okay, that was my strategy today. Cut it early after this buy. Again, was late for the whole party here of the selling. And when the price You can see these two consecutive candles. They push down, they stretch. This one comes to 50%. Wick again, higher lows in the candles. Now, yesterday, you want to be on the turning side of the market when it reverses. So, for example, when this is selling, I don't want to buy on this side of the curve. Okay, I know this is very, very common sense. I know, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Okay, I want to see this V right here, right? So I don't want to be buying on the left side of the curve. Some people average in and all this bullshit because they know it's still gonna turn. That's fucking crazy to me. Why would I add to losing positions? I would just rather be on the right side of the curve. So when this comes down and pops up, this is the finale of the left side of the curve. The right side of the curve, yes, that's the wick, but then you have that higher low, and you push up. Now we're on the right side. How do you have more confirmation is breaking that high right there. You bust through it. We come back to try to seal the breakout level, but they don't make it perfect because they also don't want you in. So they do it that way. But then you also have this bearish inversion, and you can see that we come above it and we come and tag the 50% of it. I mean, it's very clear. But the point is you want to be on the right side of the curve. I'm not trying to buy on the left side, just like it's up here. I'm going to do the same thing up here. Okay? This is how I make videos long, and then I'm mad at why I made them long. So it's all good. But here, so we're pushing up. I take the trade. I get filled here. We take the trade up to the first imbalance. Now we push up here. I squeeze it out, and then we get another push up higher, right? And then we fall short of the opening day gap by a couple points, not even. And they dangle that on purpose. What were they doing here? They were trying to squeeze everybody out. This is technically another lower high, even though it doesn't even, it's, being that high, it's like, okay, I'm surprised you didn't keep going, right? But let me take this off. So you can see that that's just it. So again, look at the lower highs, dude. Sick. So sick. Right? You gotta be aware of this. And they dangle that on purpose. And usually when they dangle it, usually that's for a midnight level, usually, but they dangle, they'll come back and get it. But today that was not the intention because it was a lower high. They're just trying to squeeze all the sellers. And this was a beautiful sell. How could you have caught this sell? Well, first of all, when we pushed up and we broke down, look at this model right here. Very simple model. Pushes back up into the inversion, 50%. The whole goal is for us to get above that first imbalance. We do here with the bodies, and they're holding and it's wicking outside of it and pushes up. And this was really nice. And then it failed. So that was some nice fuckery there. But at this point here, we understand that we've already broke this internal liquidity for another lower low. You can see the structure. Lower low, lower high. Lower low, that's a lower high. So to continue to come lower low, especially for bearish. Now, again, selling. If I'm selling on this curve, I don't want to be selling here and here and here. I want to be selling here and here and here. You see that? Why? Obviously, for what we just talked about, that and the reversal is that pin bar wick. Just like that. This fucking candle. Same thing. But what do you have next? You have this candle pushes up inside that wick, tries to squeeze anybody selling that's slick like me, right? And then what? We push down, we break. This is the real confirmation of when you should be looking for the trade, though. Just like we should not be trying to buy this. This is, if you try to buy this and you're down here, that's because it's pure confidence. And I understood that we were tapping that open, right? Because there's only 4 levels inside here that I'm interested in. And I just got done explaining that. Here, we break through clean, right? And we come back and look at the wicks. The bodies can't even stay inside that imbalance, the bullish imbalance. Plus, The wicks can't even, the bodies can't even stay above 50% of the first imbalance. Bro, this is as beautiful as it gets. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. This was not easy to catch. Obviously, I didn't try to wick this here, but the point is that like this was still beautiful too. You know, if you waited for that inversion. But look at this. I love how sell inversions are always closer to price action, and buy inversions are generally farther. That's one of the reasons why I don't really wait for the confirmation, and I should, but at the same time, again, I understand where I am here, especially being oversold. Pop up to the RSI, beautiful, overbought, and fell short here, real dirty though. Anyways, I want to be on this side of the curve. Any one of those that entry, breaking that candle is an entry. Breaking that candle is an entry. Got stop loss. Got to be up here though. Well, at least above that first that bullish imbalance here. Lower high, lower high, lower high. You can see we were coming down. So we come in, squeeze up. I'm spending too much time, but you can see that midnight level using as resistance. See, we pop above it, come below it, bam, right there. Nice sell, and then I'm looking at this like so move 1, move 2, move 3, move 4, move 5. So I'm gonna open this up. I want to make this short. The reason why, so you could say move 1, move 2, move 3, move 4 right here. See how it pops up and it doesn't break? But this is very shallow, and it's really just a part of this same leg. So, but look if you watch yesterday's video, if you know we're coming to take out this low, how do you know we're taking out this low? Well, even if you didn't understand that here, you see this breakout level here when we push through. Look at all this bullshit here. Low, low, low. See that? See how they're trying to induce liquidity right there? See how we break through and we take that liquidity out? But when you're this low and you're in here, you're not thinking of buying here to come up. You're thinking to take out this low because you've already got structure and you understand the understanding over to the left. Bro, this is a control of price right here. Right here. Look at this fucking candle right here. This 1110. I talk about this all the time. I talked about it yesterday. Wasn't as clean, but this one was just stupidly clean. Look, man. Look at that. So once you break through, it fans out. See how it fans out? See how it fans out that way? And it fans out that way? See how the price switches? See how it's like, it's up and down, whatever. But then when it comes in and breaks, it fans out. And that becomes the highest price of the whole area. See that? And it controls it. So we come down, we tag it. We come down, we tag it. We come down, we even take that low. We come back up, we tag it. We play around here, we come up, we tag it. Look at that shit. That's sick. This is real price action. Real price action. Many people don't talk about this. I do though. But it's a clean break. Look at the wicks, look at the bodies bouncing above. Now it's below it. That is classic support resistance right there. But then you never get a chance above it. Why am I saying this? Because right here, you could sell from any one of these places here and rush. Forget it being this far. Just real quick. Just right here. How do I do that? We're taking this low out. You have to know the direction you're going. Look at the lower. Look at the low. This is a model. I said it all yesterday. You can wait for all this to set up and be the motherfucker that catches the sell right here. Why do you think they keep coming right back up? Coming back up. Because they don't want you in this move down. Forget all this up here. I'm just talking right here. You can literally wait for this moment right here, here. Fuck it, even right here. To catch from here to break that low. And what do? They rush. See how they build it and they rush through? How many points is that? I'm just going to ballpark 380. That's a fucking 100 points right here. That's 100 points right here. Done. When it breaks through this candle, trail your stop. See how it pops up? Tries to get the last people who push sold to scare them. Then it comes down again. Candle, candle, candle. Just trail, 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 trail. Done. Done. You can even put a fucking trend line. All right. I mean, I can't make this up. Pushes right through, knocks out. You can wait all day just for that right there. Or for something like that. All day right there. Anyways, beautiful. So then this was pretty sloppy right here. Look at bouncing, coming up, playing forever. This is called time distortion. This low and this high, everything else in between. See how this doesn't even take out that high? This is all time distortion. It's all bullshit. Try to confuse someone, trying to get them out. It's also lunch. They don't take that high out. What are they going to do? Slam down into that low. Breaks that low, makes a short lower high, and then makes a lower low, comes down. Comes back up to what? Take out that guy right there. And take out that guy right there. And not take out that guy right there. Look at that shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Right? So the algorithm is referencing that candle. I'm talking about the 1110. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. I was busy doing something and I saw this and it was the power hour and it turned 3 o'clock and I was like, bro, they're going to watch them tag that shit and come all the way back down. I couldn't. I'm telling you, just gorgeous. Just when you know how to reprice action, you've been doing it for so long, that experience level is going to get to a point where, man, you can see so many moves and it is a little dangerous, but same time, it's so powerful. And if you know how to capitalize on it. So move one. The lower low, lower high, if this is move one and I'm catching the sell and I'm going to trail it, that's just dump and pump. I mean, have you noticed? Has there been a day where you've noticed that the market is consistently opening up and dumping first? Especially in a bearish world. Yeah, you get the little push up first sometimes, but we know that's a fake move. And just like yesterday, we still sold it, right? So, and what did we get yesterday? We got the push up first, right? For a hot minute. Didn't even hold as wicks on the 15 minute as bodies. They just were wicks. Dump, pump. So this was the same shit as yesterday. Dump, pump. But what did it do after it pumped? After it dumped and then pumped? What did it do after that? Well, then it started to sell again. So it's a dump, pump, dump. Right? So sell, buy, sell. And this is why I talk about this all the time. This was a sell, buy, sell. All right? So we'll just count this whole leg. Buy. Right? Sell. So, you know, am I missing something? We had a nice divergence here with Dow. I'm sorry, with Nas. So we pushed up here and we didn't take out that high. And S&P, they pretty much took out the 930 level. So did Dow. Nice sell. But you know, at this point, we know. Like I should have came into the market. If it was bullish, I should have came into the market. We should have been going up. We should have never came down here. We should have literally, CPI should have, first of all, CPI should have already pushed this up. All right, if CPI couldn't even push this up, dude, we're in trouble for bulls or buying. Let's just put it that way, right? We didn't get that. We didn't even get that here on CPI. So here with the break again. See these candles right here? We broke again. Okay, you can call this, oh, this is support, right? Well, bro, we even break through that. So when we broke through that, which is we're talking about here, you got your flow, man. That's lower low. Where's your lower high? Obviously, somewhere up here. This is fucking deep, yes, but hey, whatever. What are you doing after here, lower low? Right? I'm just saying. I'm just talking. But let me get rid of this so this doesn't look crazy. But yeah, you want to be on the right side always. If it's buying or selling, I want to be on the right side if it's buying. I want to be on the right side if it's selling. Period. Here, same story here, right? Like we come down, we raid, we come up, and we barely shift right here. And then we come down back into. So like when this pushed down and pushed back up, it's all on the bearish candles, right? Like you're not really getting flow here, right? And then it's a fake move, pushes down, pushes up here, right? And then comes all the way back into that little imbalance, a breakout level, blah blah blah. And then you see these three candles. See how they're I'm sorry if I'm not zoomed in enough. You're probably like, dude, I can't even see that. Three candles pushing up together. Look at that shit. Breakout. Excuse me. But that's a shift right there. Dirty. I want to be on this side. I don't want to be on this side, right? Because it's not really strong enough. The price action is not really good enough. Let's just call it that. I would demand better price action, right? All right, price pushes up here, consistently starts to fall, breaks those consecutive candles. When it breaks these consecutive candles, look how we tap right back in right there, though. See that? See, and then that's all they're giving you, and that's it. That's the last train before you can move down for this leg. See that? Same with this. Like when we break through and we retrace, I mean, they're getting you in. All right, we pop down again and we pop back up, right, into the sellers here, right? See that? Because by here, somebody's trailing their stop plus getting in here, right? Like momentum pushing down, come up for extra measure. But it's really hitting that midnight level as well. I am definitely beating a dead horse. Now it looks like I like to talk. I think I've set it up, but that was good. Dollar wasn't really that helpful. I'm not even going to go into it. And then the divergence there pushed us down. And then, by the way, when we made that low here, when I caught this buy, that's because, well, not because, but extra confluence was Dow made a higher low. And then S&P and NAS made lower lows there, right? So that was nice. So I understood. Really, I was only focused on, okay, we just took that liquidity, and then it literally hit that 4-hour level. That was just like so beautiful that I just got done talking about here. This SWIC right here, right? That 4-hour that I just showed it to you and proved it to you. So everything is still kosher in this flow that I'm looking at. So we've now accomplished this here of this up, down. And then when we came up, obviously we came down, we popped up, we're high resistance, popping back in and out, but the direction is still key here. Again, I'm still expecting to knock those guys out here, get into the imbalances, the gaps, and then now try to look for a push up. Do they want to come down lower? I mean, I really still think they do, but so we just got to wait for that to happen to get into there. And then we could relive this whole thing all over again by trying to catch higher lows and look for a divergence and look for a displacement up and all that shit just to make from the lower low to the lower high, man. Dow, another break lower, 3 drives down, getting into that gaps. Let me go to here to the daily. Damn. Shit, like just ain't playing. All right, now they topped this last down candle, so that's a breakout. See how they broke out three candles? Boom. See that shit? They just wiped those. They just wiped that out. Oversold. So we're looking for a turnaround soon. And is it here now? It could be. Again, it could be, but maybe another day. And again, Friday was. This week, Thursday continued. It didn't reverse. It continued. Kept it simple. And it pushed down. So now we're expecting the low of the week to get created. and then to buy back up 20 to 40%. Maybe Friday we'll probably do that after it stretches and takes, maybe at the 10 o'clock candle tomorrow, maybe lunchtime, maybe, and if they don't do it by then, maybe the PM session. Maybe we do it at 1:30 or the 2 o'clock candle or the power hour. I doubt it. I mean, I just mentioned every important time right there, but I mean, the understanding is that, I hope it's as easy as just 10 o'clock or lunchtime to then reverse and buy back up. Right? All right. So that's Dow. Sloppy. But yeah, you can see the flow there, man. And then also when we broke that low, which would have been Wednesday's low, that's why you see us there, with Dow, you can see they're never really breaking above. I wanted to mention that here also in ours. So this is why when they had this shallow shit right here, is because we have the previous day's low. I'm glad I remembered to say that because I was about to forget to. So this low right here, you see how we're dancing around? See the control of price here? It's also it's being used with that low right there. Very key. That's why you don't see any pushes up higher, right? You're constantly seeing the price stay low here, and it's really, and that yesterday's low. It's like so buy. Underneath it, it's a sell, right? Classic support resistance scenario, but that's key. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make a video tomorrow. I was sick today. I was late, dude. My mornings are very rough. Very rough. It's so hard to get a grasp of things. S&P another move lower too as well. They almost hit it. Look, man, you think so. What would be like I keep saying, what would be funny is if they don't fucking take that shit out and they decide to end the week. By now everyone's married to getting to hitting that. By this point, you're like, you're still coming lower. And then watch them Friday, they don't even fucking hit that level. They save it for next week. Oh my God, that would be salty if they did that. I'm assuming that they'll hit it though. So, only God knows. Yeah, man, you already know the demo. Take this out or not, you already know the flow. There's nothing else I can say. Surprising that Nvidia didn't come any lower. They did break through. They're speakering out bull. Maybe this is letting us know that we'll be popping up. But maybe they'll come back to this breakout level and they're just dangling it. But yeah, man, there's nothing else to say here. So anyone selling here, I would definitely take profit though soon. If you didn't take profit already, you don't need to be right here. But I mean, if you want to break through here and get those lows, cool. But you can still take profit and secure it and then get one of these lower highs that we're creating as well. You can still continue that flow if we understand that flow. Yeah, 33 minutes. I did it again. I think I've said everything. Let me take a look here. Bonds, again, just pretending like they're already going up. And yields are starting to look like they're coming up. So, oh no, man. I think bonds will come down and take out that breakout level, which would then push us probably a little bit lower. So, yes. So everything I've said in yesterday's video 2 days ago, it's all on the cards, all on today. Coming here or not, and then I don't know, that shit look wild. It did make a swing high on the daily though, so I would expect lower pricing. But if they don't, and you get this whip up back, that'll be a break of structure. And then Friday, I mean, this weekly candle could turn into like a big ass hammer like that, right? Where it comes all the way back and it just closes here, and it's just a big yellow. It's a big wick with a yellow little body above. I wonder if Friday will do that, or is Friday going to continue down? Asia London continue down, which I think that's going to happen, and then we reverse back up after getting these guys. You guys take care. God bless.